So recently, World Championship kickboxer Gabriel Varga made a video describing the reasons why he does not like Muay Thai for self-defense. So today, I'd like to go over some of the reasons why I think that Muay Thai is awesome if you find yourself in a situation on the street. Also, Gabriel is amazing. His content is amazing. One of the best fighters to ever do it. And honestly, his videos have helped me along my Muay Thai fight journey here in Thailand quite a bit over the last couple years. So I'd like to thank him for that as well. So there are a few reasons why I respectfully, of course, disagree with Gabriel here, because there's a few things about Muay Thai that I think maybe he just doesn't know or he overlooked here. And if you did watch his video describing why he doesn't like Muay Thai for self-defense, you'll have seen that, of course, he didn't completely shit all over the martial art. He simply described his perceived pros and cons. And first off, as far as the most effective martial art for street fighting or self-defense goes, I think it's pretty hard to argue with mixed martial arts or MMA, because even if you don't master each specific martial art, you'll at least be comfortable wherever the fight ends up taking you. But one thing that I think Gabriel failed to realize or acknowledge is that there are just so many different styles of Muay Thai, and the way instructors teach can vary from gym to gym, even here in Thailand. And I just don't think that this martial art is as one-dimensional as he seems to think it is. He starts off by saying that Muay Thai is too kick-heavy or kick-focused. And in some ways, he could be right, as strikes like roundhouse kicks to the body score a lot in the sport, of course. He says that if you just go into this street fight or self-defense situation by throwing a roundhouse, chances are that you could get tangled up, or your leg could get tangled up, and you guys will end up falling on the ground with him on top. And that if your focus is boxing, that's less likely to happen, which is definitely a possibility. But I really don't think that any somewhat experienced Muay Thai practitioner is just going to start spamming roundhouse kicks in a fight. It is the art of 8 limbs. We have many weapons that we can use. And another very important kick that he didn't mention that Muay Thai fighters use a lot is the teep, the front kick. Experienced Muay Thai fighters have the ability to throw that front kick out there very quickly, and it's very difficult to catch. If you're in a self-defense situation, literally just starting out with a strong teep or push kick can send your opponent flying back, and you can just get out of there. Or if you choose to stay and fight, you can use it as distance control. And then if you do want to throw some roundhouse kicks, somebody that's experienced will set them up with punches, with feints. I just don't really see an experienced Muay Thai fighter just blindly throwing a kick. He then goes on to praise the clinching aspect of Muay Thai and the elbows as one of the pros that he mentions in the video, which I obviously agree with, especially if it's a one-on-one fight and there are not multiple assailants. If you have decent defense with your hands and you're able to close the distance quickly like a Muay Khao does, a knee fighter. Again, there are many different styles of Muay Thai, not just the type that stands there and trades kicks. If you're a strong clincher against somebody on the street, especially somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, if you wrap them up, they are done. People just don't realize how screwed they probably are if a Muay Thai fighter wraps you up and just crushes you with knees and elbows, and you even have takedowns and sweeps to send them flying to the ground, where again you can just take off or jump on top of them and try and finish them on the ground with strikes, or ground and pound as they say in MMA. He then goes on to point out that the biggest weakness of Muay Thai is the hands and the boxing ability, which I think is probably true for the most part, but not always. Again, there's the Muay Mat style of Muay Thai. There's Muay Thai, the kickers, there's punchers, elbow fighters. Not everyone is just a kick fighter. And though he's probably right, even the heavy punchers in Muay Thai overall do not have the same skills as somebody who just does boxing. So mixing in boxing, probably a great idea to be more well-rounded as a fighter, but I don't think you can really paint all Muay Thai fighters with the same brush as far as their lack of boxing goes. But he did mention that one of his students told him that he trains at a Muay Thai gym sometimes, and that his instructor there told him that when he punches, not to cover his chin and rather to keep his shoulders down and just punch like that. And I have to say that that is just not a universal thing in Muay Thai. The gym that I've been at here in Thailand is the complete opposite. I learned from Thailand Pinsanchai, a former Thailand champion, Rajadamnern champion, Lumpini champion, and he made it very clear to me that when you're throwing punches, you do exactly what Gabriel Varga recommends, covering your chin as you're throwing. You don't just punch like this and leave yourself wide open. So I'm not really sure what was going on at his student's Muay Thai gym, but that is definitely not the case from what I've seen here in Thailand. He also mentions that in Muay Thai, or Muay Thai fighters tend to not throw their head off center line as they're punching, and they just sort of stand there like a robot. And, well, he didn't say like a robot, but just stand there and throw them without using evasive head movement, which to some degree he could be right about some fighters, but I've watched tons and tons of local fights in small stadiums here in Thailand, and there's many Thais that are amazing with their head movement, with their footwork, and that just comes down again to the individual gyms, I think, because one of the Muay Thai styles is Muay Femur, as some of you know, which is the technician. And yeah, they have fantastic feints, fakes, head movement, footwork, distance control, all of which can come in handy in a street fight. And yeah, a lot of Muay Thai fighters in Muay Thai fights can get away with not having so much head movement because of how many kicks are thrown, and they're worried about maybe getting hit as they dip to the side. And yeah, I agree that head movement could be used more for sure in Muay Thai, but I don't think in a self-defense situation that lack of head movement would be too much of a deal, because they still tend to have a strong guard. If they're an experienced fighter or practitioner, they're going to be used to having to stand their ground and take shots to the same degree. Sorry, it's really hot. It's hot season right now. I'm sweating. To the degree of a boxer, no, but I don't think it's quite as dangerous as some people make it out to be. So yeah, like Gabriel, I don't think it's the number one martial art as far as self-defense goes. I think most mainstream styles can be helpful in a street situation, but I also think it's all relative, and I think Muay Thai as a standalone martial art is one of the most effective. I think if you're really worried about a self-defense situation, like I mentioned before, MMA is probably your best bet, or even just combining a bit of grappling with the striking style of your choice, whether it be boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai. I might be biased, but I think Muay Thai is more effective than just kickboxing or boxing because their weapons are limited. The more weapons you have, the more options you have, the better chance you have at survival, or to be able to react to certain situations in a street or self-defense scenario. And also, whether it be boxing, kickboxing, or Muay Thai, they're all going to be screwed against a grappler or a wrestler that's just going to take them down if they manage to do it quickly without having a shot landed on them. But as a standalone martial art, I think Muay Thai is fantastic for self-defense. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out one of these videos next and subscribe to join my Muay Thai fight journey here in Thailand. Cheers.